Let's keep the show going right now. This dude from the stage is the coolest dude I've ever met. Please put your hands together right now, Mr. Ricardo.
I really want to talk to you guys because I have an issue, that's been going on. And, I love my mother. She's the best mother in the world, the #1 mother. She did a phenomenal job raising 3 kids. But the only thing she did fuck up on was my name. See, my older brother, his name is Marco Deshawn. Marco, coming from Marco Polo, the Italian traveler. And then Deshawn, strong black name. Because anybody out there with white friends, and to other white people that's out there is no white person named Deshawn at all. Not possible. Then there's my second brother. I love his name. That shit's sexy as fuck. We can switch, I'll take it any day. His name is Ricardo Montier Clay. Now, Ricardo, I know, right? Ricardo, coming from Pierre Ricardo, the Italian-French designer. Very unique. Then he has 2 middle names. I don't even know why, but he does. Montier, French as well, super sexy. And then Clay. Now, possibly my mom was she is a boxer fan, so possibly she was a Cassius Clay groupie back in the day, but I'm not too sure on that one. Then there's me, Ricardo J. The youngest of the bunch, well, the baby, everyone would say. The tallest, and I would say, the sexiest. Oh, that was a gusher. Don't worry about that. Gusher, good to see you. So yeah, like I said, the sexiest as well. Because I challenge any woman in here, any woman, to get with a skinny dude, a dude with muscles, and a dude with belly. I bet us guys is coming out on top. Why? Because we're not selfish. Our stomachs are good to cuddle with. You see, we can hold snacks in it. And then as well, our stomachs is like it's like a forehead pillow. So when a lady's head her neck get tired, she can rest her hand right here. Perfect. So finally, I'm like, all right, let me ask my mother, where is she getting my name from? So she tells me, oh, well, after she had my 2 brothers, she wanted a girl. I'm like, okay, that's cool. Because, most women, they want to break that cycle, have a little girl in there. And she had a list of girl names. So in my mind, I'm like, so no boy names like at all, like just in case? She was highly determined that she was going to have a girl, no matter what. So finally, when I was born, most women, when they have their kids, they're excited. They want kids to hug their kids. Not me. She was literally pissed the fuck off for 3 fucking days. I came out with a dick and I had no name at all. So for the first 3 days, I literally had no name. I was light skinned, which is hard to believe because as you can see, I'm dark as shit. And then my head literally looked exactly like Gumby's. Like it went up on one side and it had a slope on it. True story. It was a simple fact that because for me to come out, they had to use clamps on my head. I didn't want to come out. Now, I was just thinking, because, I didn't want to come out because it's a simple fact that, and I think that's why I'm always trying to find a new home to go back to. It's going okay, but, I'm still searching. So finally, they just went ahead and they named me Ricardo because it was the closest name to my sperm donor. His name is Richard. It was a terrible fucking name for a guy like me. So finally, I'm like, okay, she's gonna get some uniqueness to my middle name, possibly. Because black people, we always try to be unique when it comes to names. Yeah. So she names me J. Not J-A-Y, not J-A-E, no J-E with an accent over it, just a fucking letter, just a letter J. Nothing to it at all. And I'm thinking, maybe she was just too broke and she couldn't afford the rest of the letters. So then, and still to this day, she's still trying to justify my name, that it's very unique, Ricardo J. She's like, oh, there's famous people out there with that name. She's like, oh, there's Harry S. Truman. He bombed Japan. I love hibachi. That ain't gonna work out. Then there's George W. Bush. Kanye said he don't like black people. I can't be affiliated with him. Then there's Michael J. Fox. Well, I've been shaking since puberty, so we kind of have something in common. So, you know, our names, it just seems like my mother literally went to Europe to pick up my brother's names and then hopped on a slave trade trip, hopped on a slave trade boat to Latin America to pick up mine. So finally, you know, another reason why my mom's an asshole. I love her though. The simple fact that, I remember I was a little kid, I was about 7, 8 years old. And I remember I was at a white friend's house. He smells like shit, but you know, you got them certain friends you deal with because they have things that you don't have. He had a basement full of toys and games. So of course, I was over it. So one day, you know, we was playing with toys and I seen $20 on the floor. You know, as a kid, you know, I was always taught, finders keepers, losers sweepers. I saw the 20, I found it, so I took it. So I took it home, you know, and I put it away. And my mom, being the nosy person that she is, she found it. I have no idea how, but she did. So she asked me, she's like, oh, where you get this $20 from? Of course, I'm gonna lie. But I told her, I'm like, oh, I found it at the park on the ground. I can go and buy some candy with it. So then she's like, you're a fucking liar. You did not find this on the ground. And the whole time, all I can think to myself is like, motherfucker, you was not there when the situation happened. Like, how would you know if I stole it or if I found it? You weren't even there. So then she tells me to go to my room and she keeps it to herself. At this moment, I just wanted to be like, bitch, you know what? I really stole that money to help your broke ass out buy a and the rest of the letters to my middle name. Thank you.